Today is college shirt Wednesday, so I have my Texas A&M shirt on because of my Texas Aggie. Whoop. So I wanted to come on here. I know I haven't done a live in a while, but hopefully I can figure out how to do some more of them. And I really wanted to talk about this whole thing with Trump pardoning someone else, a criminal. He pardoned a whole bunch of January 6ers. We already know that. Um, he pardoned some other people that gave to his campaign or their family members gave to the campaign. One was a man who created a website for the dark web. Um, he also pardoned, well, he also dropped some investigations. He dropped the investigation into Mayor Eric Adams. He dropped the investigation into Tom Homan for taking bribery. So he gave a pardon to, I think it was Virginia or West Virginia sheriff who was selling positions as assistant constables. Okay. Then it was George Santos, who just had a trial last year, just convicted. He had been in in jail like 3 months. Okay. He said he's planning on, what's the man's name? He's planning on pardoning basically a drug trafficker who is the former president of Honduras. But you just blew up a boat. And but you saying Venezuela is sending drugs to us, and that's why you're blowing up ships and boats in the Caribbean to stop narco terrorists. So I'm just really confused. So I don't know if he did this because, again, someone told him. Oh, I forgot. He pardoned the Binance crypto founder, and there was one more person that he pardoned. And then when they asked him about it, I think it was 60 Minutes, he said, well, he didn't know who that was. He's just going off what people tell him, that they're being, unjustly prosecuted by the Biden administration. Like, how? You don't know none of these people? They even asked him about, on the plane, on the Air Force One, about the former president of Honduras, Jose Orlando Hernandez. And then he said, who? Who are you talking about? Oh, yeah, they told me that, he was unfairly prosecuted by the Biden. It's always Biden's fault. And again, with former Representative U.S. Rep. Henry Cuellar from Texas, District 18, down in the South Texas, he and his wife, Imelda Cuellar, they were convicted or indicted for basically accepting bribes and also accepting or acting as foreign agents for 2 different countries, because they took money from Azerbaijan, which is in the Middle East, or maybe in the Caucasus Mountains, and then they took money from a bank in Mexico. Now, their daughters, that they believe, wrote to President Trump, because I heard someone on YouTube earlier, reading the letter that they sent to him. So I can understand the kid, their daughters wanting their parents out of jail. But the excuse was this time, oh, they were unfairly prosecuted by the Biden administration. He weaponized the DOJ against the Cuellars because they criticized his, I think, border security, immigration. Where's the evidence? And I'm thinking, I noticed a pattern with all of these different pardons. They all associated with money. And some of these things with money, the president has been accused of too. And I really feel like he's projected. So I'm just gonna let y'all know right now, I will not be surprised when he pardons former Senator of New Jersey, Bob Menendez Sr., and his wife, because they are currently serving a sentence in federal prison because they accepted gifts and money from some Middle East businessmen, and he served on, I forget which committee he served on, but he used his position on a committee to make decisions that benefited those two businessmen. So if we want to take bets about, okay, who's next on him getting pardoned? If he pardoned the Cuellars and he pardoned George Santos, he the Menendezes probably would be next, and I believe he's a Republican. I was surprised. Cuellar is a Democrat. My thing is this: Prize Michael or Prize Mikhail from the Fugees had a trial last year. He was just convicted. He's trying to appeal it. He's supposed to spend a decade in jail for basically the same thing. He was basically acting as a foreign agent, helping this Asian businessman, get close to basically some politicians and some superstars, because the man wanted a picture with them and he set the money for it. And so they're like, hey, dude, you are not supposed to be. And I think the man actually gave Prize Michael the money to give to, I think it was Biden's campaign. And then he also wanted to take some pictures with some superstar and with Obama, excuse me, Barack Obama. He gave some money to the Barack Obama campaign. And the thing is, it is illegal, or you're not supposed to accept money from a foreign entity if you're running for office. So what basically this man did, he knew that he couldn't do that. So he told Prize Michael, who is a U.S. citizen, I believe he's a citizen, to then give the money to that campaign. And so he's about to serve 10 years. So as far as I'm concerned, Prize Michael, you might want to send a letter to the, what they call it? The pardon attorney, U.S. pardon attorney, put your name in the hat. Because all the pardons are seem to be money-related crimes. Long as you ain't never said nothing bad about Donald Trump nowhere, he'll probably pardon you. Maybe after the Menendezes. Yeah. Y'all drop in the comments, who do you think he's gonna pardon next? Because maybe I'm missing some people that he's gonna pardon. And I wish, the next president, because he always wanted, oh yeah, I wanted to say something. He told everybody about pardoning the Cuellars on Truth Social. On Truth Social, it doesn't even say President Trump. It says at the real Donald Trump. That is his platform. That is not the official website or platform or, account of the President of the United States. It's on, or even the White House, it's on Twitter, Facebook. They tried, I think even Instagram, they tried to do something with Tik Tok, but they got run off from over there. And I'm thinking, like, you trying to say that all the executive orders that Biden wrote via an auto pen are all void, they don't count? I feel like any type of pardons or any type of things that you say, any type of decision you make as president, you say on Truth Social, and we didn't see you do it. Like, I didn't see you sign no pardon. He supposedly signed that bill that the Epstein file was supposed to be released. All the other bills, the big beautiful bill, remember, there's a whole big old ceremony for it. And he got on camera and TV and he signed it then. How come you didn't sign it then? I just don't trust it. You putting this stuff on Truth Social, that's your auto pen, sir. Someone needs to tell him that. Let's make this a new hashtag Truth Social, the new auto pen. That's his auto pen. Because, like, we don't know who's behind that account. That could be Stephen Miller, that could be Melania, that could be Barry putting stuff up in there. We don't see you tweeting. And then he gets up and do it in the middle of the night. And then he's supposed to yeah, he just, hey, Lindsay, yeah, just pardoning anybody. That's why I said, hey, have Prize Michael put his name in the hat. It's money related. He'll probably do it. He did the Cuellar. I didn't even know the Cuellars, and they're from Texas. And usually I'm up on Texas politics, but I didn't know that they were indicted. And I'm thinking, like, y'all took money from 2 foreign entities. I think y'all should still be in jail. But oh no, it's the Biden administration. They weaponized the DOJ. I'm gonna say this: the Biden administration could have weaponized the DOJ. Maybe if they did, we wouldn't be in the situation we're in now. But he let them be independent. And this president is not doing it. He's actually the one who's weaponizing the DOJ, but he keeps getting knocked out by the courts. Hey, DSA. Yes, I had to come on here. Just wanted to talk about it. I'm like, who? So I want y'all to put in the comments or put in the chat, who y'all think he gonna pardon next? And then he doesn't know who these people are. Like, he literally says, even in the True Social post, I'm about to find it and put it on my my wall. He said, I don't know you personally, but I wish, it was something like, I don't know y'all personally, but wish you well. And I'm like, you are pardoning people you don't know. He's saying it again. I don't know you, but I'm pardoning you. This is what I think why George Santos got it. See, George Santos is a good Judy of Marjorie Taylor Greene. That was her good Judy. When he was in there for the few months he was in the house, that was her good Judy. They were bosom buddies. You saw one, you saw the other. So I think really he knew that Trump knew that she was dissatisfied with him, and so I think he pardoned Santos as a way to appease Marjorie, because Marjorie actually wrote a letter to the U.S. pardon attorney on behalf of George Santos, I think back in September, but he didn't pardon it's either August or September, but he didn't pardon George until like late October. So I was like, okay, that's what that's about. But guess what? It still didn't work. George out of jail, but Marjorie still talking bad about him, and now she talking about she leaving, but she gonna collect her pension on the way out. That's why. And they say George Santos still lying out here. Oh, I'm just like, ooh. But this is the same people who say, hey, you can't get forgiven your loans. You got to pay your loans back. But the people who steal from other folks, they can get pardons. Okay, all right. This is, okay. All right, y'all. Y'all just... And these people are stealing, like, 6-figure salaries and all kind of stuff. And I'm just like, yeah. So the other day they said Trump lost $1 billion in crypto. I was happy. Like, you over here just using your office to make money. Why is his son-in-law going with is it Witkoff to Russia? Was it Russia or Gaza? He doesn't work for the government anymore. Kushner doesn't work for the government anymore. I'm just trying to figure it out. Like, and right now it's like the Democrats they don't have a majority, and every time they try to do something, the Republicans just block them. Because he should have had an investigation about all these gifts. When he got that plane, that should have been it right then. I think it's called the emoluments clause in the Constitution. Then when he right now he been sleeping. Y'all have seen he been sleeping in the meetings now. I did one video I think a week and a half ago. It showed he took a nap. And they said yesterday, I need to go back and look at it again. They say he was napping yesterday, dozing in and out. Because you know he has 14 cabin members. So each of them has to report. And they're actually saying nice stuff about him. Pete Hegseth was talking about them boats in the Caribbean. And I swear, he looked like my auntie when she was on the couch and she was watching can y'all still hear me? Because the phone just rung. She was trying to watch TV, but she started dozing off. I had to tell her, good auntie, you won't you go to the bedroom and go to sleep? But he was like dozing off, leaning next to Pete Hegseth as Pete was talking. And the Pete had to like say something to kind of like wake him up because the cameras was out. Because he was sitting right next to Pete Hegseth. And then he said, ain't that right, Mr. President? And the president, yep. Wake him back up. I guess it's not for me, but okay for thee, you know. It's ridiculous. Oh, y'all, it's getting cold. I'm gonna have to like, all I have is sweaters. Usually I like cold weather, but I'm gonna have to probably invest in a coat or a bigger jacket. Oh, thanks. You still hear me, DSA? Thank you. I just saw a pic of that last week. Yeah, and that's the one he was sleeping from last week. That was when that man, it was another man, because he was Robert F. Kennedy was doing some health with and Dr. Oz was there. And then all of a sudden one of their guys fainted. And like right before he fainted, someone took a picture or they took a little video and he was sitting. And I don't know if you noticed, he's been doing a whole lot more sitting. And so, and that's not the first time he started sitting. It was another video, and he said, what did Robert, RFK, what did you say I could do? If it gets too much for me on here, what you can do? He patted the chair. You can see it. Because he got them that CVI on the veins. And he took a little doze with that man, but then that man woke him up when he fell, and then he kind of just stood there. I guess he didn't know what to do. And then someone shot another video when there was a lady behind former President Barack Obama, and she started swaying, and he had empathy and stopped what he was doing, and to see her off, to hand her to somebody else to see if she was okay. And then he went back to his speech. Trump was just standing there. Just standing there. But they said the Academy meeting the other day, I need to go back and look at it. He was dozing off. I was looking at one video. I was trying to listen to Pete Hegseth live, basically. Throw it was an admiral or a general underneath the bus. But then again, the president threw Pete underneath the bus on Air Force One of the day tomorrow. But Pete said he ain't do it, so I believe him. So, you know, and so they were like, well, if he actually did send the second order to kill them all, would you be okay with that? And he's like, well, I don't have to make that decision because it didn't happen. Deflection? Much? Whoo, y'all, I'm just... Is everybody fed up like me? Is everybody fed up like me? So, I'm just trying to figure it out. Ooh, it's muggy and it's cold, okay. So, better get that booger sugar from Biden's son. Oh no, guess what? Biden's son ain't the only one on the booger sugar. Guess who else may be on the booger sugar? DJ Donald Trump Jr. I had to show y'all, I had to share the video on my wall. somebody, he was I forgot where he was, and someone caught him walking out with the other family members, but then he was like smiling a whole lot, and then all of a sudden he bent down behind someone, and then he did this with his tongue, and he was doing this, and I was like, oh, did he just bump some, did he just finish sniffing that coke or swallowing that coke in front of everybody? What kind of in front of everybody? I said, dang. Donald Trump Jr., they say he on that booger sugar. Except, you know, well, I was gonna say, didn't Hunter do crack, not cocaine? Even though, you know what though, you remember like when there was a report they had found some cocaine in a restroom, and everyone kept saying, "Oh, that's probably Biden's, that's probably Hunter's." But now I wonder if that mess was DJ's, Donald Trump Jr. He forgot where it was, cause you know Trump first term he was up there all the time. Well, Hunter's supposed to be recovering addict, but I think DJ T Jr. He's not recovering. He's partaking. Yeah, he was licking his teeth, and like for first he like bent down. So I don't know if he was trying to catch that last whatever it was. And then all of a sudden he was just like this. And I was like, and that's the one that got remarried, because his first wife divorced him. His wife is named or is she Edgar's wife? Her name is Laura Trump, but she's on Fox News now. So she done join the family, and she done got the, you know, the MAGA look too. So yeah, I had to find it because it looked weird, and I was like, did he just bend down and catch that last? Okay, that was just, it was. Then he was licking his teeth. Yeah, he was licking his teeth. She might have got the first wife might have got upset, might have couldn't take it no more. Cause Hunter's first wife, Hunter is not married, but he got a girlfriend. I think it's his girlfriend. And I still think they need to change that last child he got. They need to put Hunter on. They need to change that girl last name. She should benefit for having her last name be Biden like the rest of them grandchildren. I don't know why her mama didn't put it on there. I'm talking. Maybe Hunter didn't sign the birth certificate. Maybe that's why. So. But anyways, the president does say now he has 7 grandchildren. Before he was just saying he had 6, but now he said he has 7. But anyway, he got the residue off his head. Yeah. Just like, now I wonder, was that Donald Trump Jr. cocaine that they found that time? I was like, damn, Hunter left his stuff right there. But now I wonder. Something ain't right. Where are all these people going at the same time? I was sick yesterday. Over with a headache, congestion, everything. But I made it to work today, praise the Lord. But I'm just going home. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm trying to figure out am I hungry? Which one am I more sleepy or hungry? Do y'all ever have that? Like, you trying to figure out which one do you want more? You want to go sleep or do you want something to eat? Because if I'm eating, that means I'm not sleeping. Now, if I'm sleeping, I'm not eating, but my rest of my body might be okay, but then my stomach is growling. So it's just like, okay, which one is it? Oh, thank you, DSA. I thought I had a meeting after class today, and then I was waiting and waiting, and then no little kids showed up. I was like, oh, I must have got my days confused. I think it's probably next week. But tomorrow I have to make up because I wasn't at school Tuesday. I was supposed to do D Hall, so I probably have to do D Hall. I told him I'll do D Hall Thursday, so to make it up. Or he might have me do it Monday or something. We got this new tardy policy. It seems to be working. He tell you, hey, you have too many tardies. You go to SAC, and then you go to D Hall after school, and then the next thing you know, you might have SAC all day tomorrow, all day the next day. So you can't see your friends. You can have paper assignments, not computer assignments. Yeah. So they made some changes this year. Ooh, I need to get some gas too. I want to get it next to my house because actually gas has actually been going down. But oh my goodness, I went to go on the other side of Houston, and it was 50 cents more, and I was like, no. But yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go. I need to pay attention more to the road. But thanks for listening to me ramble about these people next to my house. 223. But I'm in a suburb. But if I go like I think I went to the other suburb, Pasadena, theirs was like 270, 260 something. And then, but if I go to the Galleria, right? I made the mistake one day. I needed to put gas in my car. And so I was like, okay, let me go to the nearest gas station. Do you know I was almost paying $4 a gallon? And I was trying to figure out, is it because it has Techron in it? Because I don't want to know with Techron. Can you take that out so I can get my money? It was almost $3.50. I was like, what the heck am I doing paying $3.50 per gallon? So I know now, like, hey, when it's Central Texas, Central Houston, it's the suburbs that got the cheaper gas. I noticed that. Whew. But 240 in Nashville. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Well, I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for listening. Bye. Catch the replay. But yeah, put in the comments. Who do y'all think he gonna party next? Maybe we should make this like a bingo game or something. A raffle.